Steve, dude, you and I are jumping into a classic on PC, and for me, I'm excited because this is your first time playing Red Dead Redemption. Yo, this now at this point is a 14-year-old title. Has been a long time ago, has been remade somewhat, ported over to the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4, now brought over to the world of PC with those enhancements, and then we get into other stuff. For me, it's a trip down memory lane. Dude, it's a solid game, but it doesn't blow my socks off coming to PC, right? For me, 7.5, where you at?
Do you know what, Drew? Like you said, first time playing Red Dead. I'm loving the Wild West experience.
Yeah.
I'm loving the improvements and the extra content, like you said. I'm actually going with an 8.5 because visually for me, I thought it was absolutely stunning. I had it all loaded up I did play it on my PC, my laptop, but what I actually did, I cheated a little bit and plugged a HDMI lead into my TV, and then I Bluetoothed my controller. Sure. I'm not very good on mouse and keyboard, I'll be honest out there. I'm not the greatest, and I have to say, I didn't have too many issues with that method, apart from I did have a few frame rate drops. Just a little bit on the horse using that method. I'm not sure if I was playing straight onto the laptop. I don't know if everything running created that happen. But to be honest with you, John Marston, I have to say, I love his story. He is an amazing character.
Absolutely, right? So it picks off of after Red Dead 2. So that's like, it's such a weird thing to go to Red Dead 2. So first of all, to play Red Dead 1 way back when, and then get the prequel Red Dead 2, then go back to the original, right? Now you can go even back further, but either way, we're going with these two main. And for me, dude, all I could think about was Red Dead 2, because how stunning Red Dead 2 looks, the quality of life improvements on Red Dead 2, right? So for example, like pull up the map in Red Dead 2, you hold the start button, pop. I tried to do that here, they didn't bring that feature back to the original. So then you have to hit the start button, go into the menu, get the map, so there's a lot of things that I'm so used to with Red Dead 2 that I just found missing in Red Dead 1. However, dude, the voice acting, the game, the gameplay, like it is all there in that somewhat of a modern feel, because it is now super ultra wide if you have that monitor capability, right? And there is certain things that have been enhanced for it with HDR and HDR10 and all this other stuff that is there for the PC nerds, but it's one of those other things that it's kind of like they could have done like a real true remaster, if not a remake of the original, right? It's been 14 years, so for this to get remade and brought over to the PC, dude, it would have been a 10 out of 10. But you can tell that at the end of the day, this is a port of the older versions. So it is, hey, if you haven't played it, you're looking to play it, you can't go wrong. It does come in a bit of a hefty price tag though, at $50. I'm like, it's a 14-year-old title. $50? Yeah, you're getting some enhancements, but come on, man. Rockstar, seriously?
But you know what? Because there's so much content, for someone like me who's not played it before, I would definitely go out and buy it. Sure. I think this is something because of the story, like you said. The graphically is, I've never played the first one, but I have to say the backdrops, the skyline, the sunset, the sunrise, absolutely beautiful looking.
Sure.
Some of the controls for me, like on the horse, where it's a bit clunky, a bit clumsy. And like you said, I did like every time you get the quest, you have to go pull up the menu, go into the journal, find out what the quest is, then you have to go into the map, put the waypoint, and then keep going back all the time.
Mash your A button to get there. Like
it's a lot of process. It's too many steps. Like in a game that you want to quickly, like you said, hit D-pads and then move on. But I have to say the story's good. The voice acting's amazing. I love the cutscenes, but I didn't find it as polished as the backdrops. It felt like it maybe was still 14 years old, because when the characters or the cutscenes, like the characters were moving, it didn't look like they were walking smoothly. It was like walking into things, or just it wasn't as finely polished as I would have liked it. But it didn't really take me out of the experience, because I am loving the story.
Well, that's just it, right? The story of where Red Dead 1 goes. I remember reaching a point back in the day going, man, it's over, and realizing it wasn't over. So there's a tip. If you have never played this before, you get to a point, you think you're done, you are not. So keep going. And it was like, wow, to relive that moment again, I was like, man, this is so It is so good, but it is clunky. It is old. It shows its age. Watch John run. Right there. Well, I'm like, yo, this is kind of old looking, right? When he's starting to run across, he's so stiff and whatever looking. But it is such a great game. That's why I was hovering 7.5, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. Like, where do you go? It is one of those unique things because, dude, at the end of the day, I do feel the old age of the game coming in with Red Dead Redemption, but it is such a nice addition. If you've never played it, pick it up on PC. It is the best place to play it and just enjoy the game. Dude, a solid game at the end of the day. Once you're done, go play Red Dead 2, right?
Yeah, and then also, you've also got Undead Nightmares on this as well. They sort of mentioned that it's worth playing once you've completed the main story, but you can still dive into it regardless if you finished it or not. And it is a standalone game as well. And it's a different story. You still meet the same people, but now you've got zombies in the streets. And I do have to say, I do love the Deadeye in the slow motion of picking out certain points before you shoot at the enemy. I thought that is really cool as well.
Absolutely. No, Undead Nightmare, one of the best DLCs of all time. Of all time. So the fact that it is packaged in here, it does make it the complete package at the end of the day. Red Dead is such a welcome addition to PC.